The price of Rolex timepieces has notably risen in recent years, primarily due to insufficient supply meeting the high demand. If you've availed repair services for your Rolex, you might have observed an escalation in your bill. Conversely, if you own a different watch brand, you'll likely notice that repair costs for such watches are comparatively lower, even when undergoing similar repair procedures as Rolex watches. But why does this discrepancy exist? Let's delve into several factors that impact the expenses of Rolex repairs. We'll even walk you through a typical service process. Are you ready? Great! Servicing a Rolex is more than just a routine task. It's a meticulous process that demands expertise, precision tools, and undivided attention. The restoration of a Rolex timepiece starts with disassembling the watch, uncovering its intricate components, and meticulously cleaning each part to restore its pristine state. Interestingly, Rolex retailers and affiliates have all been trained and authorized to service Rolex watches. Every time a professional watchmaker completes your service, no matter where you take it for service, they'll take notes on any problems you've seen and your worries before sending it to a watchmaker for the actual operation. You'd find that the retailer would begin servicing by dismantling the case and removing the rotor, movement, hand, dial, and date disc. These elements find their way into the cleaning apparatus for a thorough purification process. While the components soak, they typically refine the case and bracelet. They would also refine the watch's exterior by donning specialized gear, including gloves and a mask. Buffing the case with specific compounds heats it until the wheel emits a slight smoke, then cleaning in an ultrasonic bath and additional polishing to achieve a lustrous finish. As the parts bask in the cleaning bath, the movement, the timepiece's core, undergoes scrutiny. It's meticulously disassembled, inspected, and cleaned, with even the minutest detail receiving attention. The balancing wheel, pallet fork, and gears are scrutinized for wear or imperfections. Any imperfections are rectified by replacing worn parts or adjusting the components to ensure optimal functioning. Each wheel's smooth operation is checked, and the barrel housing the mainspring is carefully examined and cleaned. Special attention is paid to ensuring precise lubrication and assembly, which is crucial for the watch's accurate functioning. A minor miscalculation in lubrication placement can significantly disrupt the watch's timing and amplitude. Reassembling begins with thoroughly applying specific lubricants, ensuring each component operates smoothly. Once the movement is assembled, it undergoes meticulous timing checks in various positions to guarantee accuracy. Finally, the watch is sealed within the case and numerous tests are conducted to ensure its water resistance and accuracy. This rigorous testing ensures the watch adheres to the stringent quality standards before it's returned to its owner, backed by a comprehensive 2-year warranty on the service performed. Undertaking this intricate craft necessitates substantial investment in tools and materials, totaling between $600 and $30,000, and extensive training. And that's pretty expensive, right? Now let's talk about those factors we mentioned. Top on our list is the rising cost of, well, everything. Folks, inflation needs to be kinder. As the cost of living increases, the expertise needed to repair these watches becomes more valuable. Those professionals who know their way around Rolex watches, they've dedicated years to perfecting their craft, training, and gaining hands-on experience. So naturally, as the cost of living increases, the expense of getting your Rolex fixed follows suit. It's like investing in top-notch skills. When repairing your precious Rolex, it's crucial to avoid taking it to just any place. You've put a lot into owning that watch, right? It deserves the best care possible. Seek out a reputable repair shop where you can trust they'll handle your timepiece carefully. Plus, many of these shops offer warranties for their work, giving you peace of mind. You can always return to the shop for a fix-up if anything goes haywire. But before agreeing to any service or bringing in your watch, ensure you understand the warranty terms inside out. Next up, the rising cost of replacement parts. Rolex watches differ from your average cheap pieces. They have a hefty price tag. And guess what? For older models, some parts are as rare as hen's teeth, making them hard to find. Sometimes these repair wizards might even have to craft the parts themselves, which demands serious skill and adds to the overall cost. So when you plan to fix your watch, it's smart to ask for a breakdown of the parts needed and their respective costs. This helps you gauge what to expect financially and ensures you're not being taken for a ride. Shopping around for quotes from different repair shops or scouting online prices for replacement parts can also give you a good handle on what's reasonable. Remember, if a part isn't readily available and needs custom made, it'll take some time. Crafting these pieces is challenging. They might take ages or need to be shipped from far off places. Also, not all parts are created equal. Some are easier to find and cheaper than the rare ones, which can be a tad trickier to lay hands on. Then we have the unique tools needed for Rolex watch repairs. Unlike many other watch brands that might share similar tools for fixes, Rolex marches to the beat of its own drum. You see, repairing Rolex watches calls for a specific set of tools, and these babies tend to be pricier. This cost often gets factored into the overall repair expense. Here's the ticker. If you attempt to crack open a Rolex case or tinker with repairs, sans the right tools, it's a recipe for disaster. You might end up causing damage to the case or, worse, the watch itself. Why the need for these specialized tools, you ask? Well, Rolex watches are finely tuned marvels of mechanical precision. These tools are like the watch's bodyguards during repairs, ensuring no harm to your watch's intricate movements. In a nutshell, messing around without the right tools can lead to a costly mishap, and that's why these special tools are the unsung heroes of Rolex watch repairs. They ensure a delicate touch without causing any harm to these finely crafted timepieces. Next up is the intricate repair procedures often required for Rolex watches. Let's dive into that for a minute. When damage occurs, fixing a Rolex isn't just about swapping out a part, it involves a specialized process. Repair shops handling these watches must go the extra mile to maintain the watch's water and dust resistance, which means more than just replacing the damaged component. Here's the deal. Imagine replacing a component like the perpetual rotor in an oyster quartz. It's not just a matter of unscrewing the case. Sure, you'll need special tools, but you'll also need to replace all the seals surrounding that part. This meticulous process ensures the watch remains sealed against the elements. But that's not all. After the repairs, the shop needs to conduct extensive testing to guarantee the watch's pristine condition and proper functionality. They'll conduct rigorous water resistance and timing tests to ensure everything's shipshape. This thoroughness and attention to detail take time. It's a lengthy process aimed at delivering top-notch results. The meticulous approach and extra care taken during Rolex watch repairs, handled by skilled professionals, contribute to the higher costs. It's all about ensuring you receive nothing but the best quality and performance from your Rolex after it's repaired. Let's break down the typical waiting time for a Rolex service. It's all about the specifics of your watch model and its movement complexity. On average, expect to wait anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to have your watch returned in prime condition. Service centers often indicate a broader time frame, ranging from 6 to 12 weeks, although most folks in the US have reported an average of around 6 weeks for Rolex service. Several factors come into play regarding the turnaround time, such as the initial condition of your watch, the availability of specific replacement parts, the intricacy of your watch's movement, and the number of watches in the service queue. While some lucky few might experience a quicker 3-week service, that's not typically the norm. The time frame primarily hinges on these crucial variables, ensuring your Rolex receives the meticulous care and attention it deserves for a top-notch service. However, it's essential to remember that a Rolex is not just a watch, it's a long-term investment.